Hey, it's Clay, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol NIO. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this here may look like several days worth of time, it's actually today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like to this time frame. I think it's a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price, and then makes mapping out levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. Done this one several times now. I know I did it yesterday for sure, and that's where that green line is coming from. But interesting movement today. Things are definitely starting to kind of calm down in the volatility department. But there's definitely a new level of support that really kind of arose in the sense of, where are these buyers seeming to be hanging out at right now? And the new quote-unquote hangout, if you will, for the buyers right here around the $8.47 mark, $8.50 if you want to call it that. But that's definitely an important level of support now for the very simple reason of if the price does not hold above it, then I don't think it's unrealistic at all to think that the price is at least going to be headed down to $8, that second green line support right there. And like I said, I wouldn't call that a gutsy call on my part. I think anybody that uses charts, understands charts, would be saying, yeah, that's a pretty logical conclusion to make, that if, again, 850 can hold, then, the price is at least going down to 8. Now, when it gets down to 8, that's a little bit, we'll see what happens right there. But in the event that price does break through 850 and then head down to 8, the reason you really do want to see 8 hold strong, though, is because, and I'm not saying this is going to happen by any stretch, just trying to make sure it's clear on why 8 is important, is if the price were to, drop below there and continue on down, at that point in time, it being the price would literally be right back to where it all started at the bottom of that bounce right there. And not to insult your intelligence, but price movements that go back to where they were, not exactly a sign of true strength. In fact, that's a total contradiction, right? How can a bounce be a bounce if the price is now back to where it all started, right? And that's what that $8 mark is essentially representing, is the price, going quote unquote back to where it was. But as it stands right now, 850 doing a good job of holding as support. But if that doesn't hold, then keep a close eye on 8. What about levels of resistance? In terms of where the sellers are hanging out at, right now the main level seems to be around $9.15, and then potentially up there around the $9.50 mark. But $9.15, definitely that first initial hurdle that needs to be cleared. If the price can get above there, then yeah, you can start to focus and talk more about $9.50, but one hurdle at a time. And again, that first hurdle at $9.15. So overall, interesting pattern, interesting chart, and it'll be, I'm curious to see how this one plays out and closes out the week tomorrow. One of the biggest questions that I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.